love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always
Namaste friends. So today is chapter 24 and chapter 24 is a kind of interesting chapter, math. Hey, are you kidding me? What is this math and where does it actually come into Python? There is. Okay, so every math function, even though we have actually done some addition, subtraction, multiplications and stuff of that nature, there is a math function, and this math itself is like it has got a good amount of things in Python. So let's see how we are actually calling it, and let's see how we are actually executing it. All right, let's take a deep dive. Namaste friends, today is chapter 24. So what all did we see in this week? We saw class, which was slightly tough in my opinion. Next is we saw inheritance, which is also equally in the complex this thing, and then we saw iterator, which is all right. Scope is super easy, and today is math. You must be laughing. Math is so easy. Math is math. So what we are going to be seeing is only the different commands used in math. Something that we use on a day-to-day basis without even our understanding that we keep using math is an integral part of our life, and in Python we actually use it. So without math there is nothing. So if you actually see the real thing which is slightly complex in Python so far in chapter 24 is, I would say, the loops so far, and then the classes, the inheritance, I would say. So it's only a handful is really slightly complex, but the more and more we actually start doing real-time examples and get into the machine learning world, it should be okay. Alright, so as I say, this is only chapter 24, so we are not even crossed a month of lecture. Alright, so hang in there and let's actually see what this math has to offer, and let's see whether it is going to give a smile after today's lecture. So math we all know, and we all know what is a minimum and what is a maximum. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the minimum value is 1 here, the maximum value is 5. So let's actually take this, and that is exactly what I've actually done, and needless to say math will be a small lecture. So the minimum is 5 here, the maximum is 25 here. So when I say print x and y, that is what it's going to give me. Okay, simple. It is just like knowing the commands, okay, knowing the syntax and knowing the exact word to use, way to use, okay, articulating. So here the absolute value, when you actually say this, when you actually print the absolute value is going to be, there is no negative, so it is going to give you 7.25. so that is the absolute value here. Okay, so this absolute value we might not be using on a day-to-day basis, but it is what it is. And this we have already done that, the power of 4, power of 3, so 4 times 4 times 4, I believe this is going to be 64. Let's see, 64. So you can actually change any kind of value. So the power, it's called the power. Okay, we all square root, cube root, so there is no square root, cube root here, so we say pow. Okay, POW. So knowing the different commands is what it is. We can actually import a math command, so that is the best part of Python. So when you say import, let's actually dissect it. When I say import math, it actually imports everything, and then I can say give me the square root. So now I've actually imported my math command. I can say find me the square root for this. So what is the square root for this? Is 8. Yeah, so it is because this did the magic. You actually imported everything. All right, now it becomes cool. So that is why I always say, in the cases of your data analysis, panda, once you actually start doing it, it's going to be so good. So good means so good. Okay, so this is not good, the copy paste is not good here. So what I will do is I'll put this in a notepad and I'll actually try to put it here. Okay, because this is no good, right? It's giving me some. So I say import math and math of this, and then I say y of this, and then I say print my x. Okay, I don't need this. I say print of y, and I don't need this. Okay, so let's actually type this. As I say, it's always the command that you actually put in. Let's see, I'm importing the math. This is a ceiling and this is a floor. So let's see what it gives. So it says invalid, non-printable. So I think it's it has got to do with this thing, but let me actually type it here. Okay, so sometimes this thing happens, so hang in there. So math dot seal, as I say, don't panic. If this thing comes, don't panic, you know what happened. So y equals math dot, I want to do a floor. Let's see. See? So when I say print x, the ceiling is the upper limit, the floor is the lower limit. So the upper limit of 1.4 is 2 and the lower limit of 1.4 is 1. This is exactly what it gave. Alright, so don't worry about this thing because sometimes it actually happens like that. Let's actually take this, the pi. Okay, let's actually take this. So if you see import math, and then I say x is equal to math dot pi, right? So x equals math dot pi, and then I say print x. Okay, let me actually copy paste this so that I can keep it for my records. Let's see the pi. There's also a movie which came, the life of pi, right? The pi, which is a very big thing. So this is thing, import math. It's all there in the math command. So friends, there are lots and lots of math command, okay, but this is a base, and this is how we do. So we'll be doing a lot of math command as it comes when we go into the pandas and stuff, which is a data analysis, which is going to be super cool and super interesting and very visualizing. First, hang in there, and second, just see this command. This is just like pure math at a high level. And the most important thing is you have to write the command called import math. Okay, the import math is like the inheritance kind of a thing which actually imports everything, keeps you ready. So let me know how this lecture is, and if you have any questions, you know where to contact me. So till we see next time, you take care, cheers. And this is only lesson 24. We are not even covered a month, but we actually covered a bunch. And we are sooner going to be wrapping up the basics of Python, and then change the gears and probably going to take off. All right, take care, my friends. Thank you. Namaste, friends. I trust you have actually seen my math. If you have any questions or comments, kindly contact me. I'll actually try to help you to the best of my abilities. Like always, I would like to thank two persons. One is you for giving me a golden time, and the other is my wife Jaishi, following me to follow my passion. Till we see next time.